Part two of step one, or we can call it part B of step one, is 20th century solutions in a 21st century world, right? The Holy Grail, the Bible of compulsive behaviors, the big book of AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. That's the book that everybody refers back to when they're talking about recovery, doing things the right way instead of the easy way. A book written somewhere in the 30s, written around 1934, published in 39, maybe 35. I don't know, he started writing it in 34. 100 years before 1934, in 1834, this country, the United States, was considered a country of drunkards. Why? Because we didn't have clean water. So we made beer, very low percent alcohol beer. But we, in America, made beer, had a big barrel of beer out the front door. You washed your hands, you took a drink. That was your water because it wasn't safe to drink water. Now, looking back on it, I kind of think that Europe had wine where we had beer. So if he'd have come out, if that big book, the Bible, the Holy Grail, the big book of AA had been written 100 years earlier in 1834, they would have laughed them off the planet, right? He wrote the book 14 years before the invention of TV. He wrote the book when the first Playboy models' parents were in middle school. Those models weren't even born yet, and their parents were going through puberty, right? Does he know anything at all about getting 2 million emails, snaps, texts, tweets a day? Anything about that? No. He was waiting in the soup line to eat, right? Do you understand obesity? No. Do you understand there's more technology in that goofy little phone than put Neil Armstrong on the moon? So why are we using 100-year-old technology today in the 21st century? Can you even fathom what happens in 60 seconds, right? I'm going to have to read this list. 4 million YouTube views. 1.8 million snaps created in 2017. $750,000 spent online in a minute. 40,000 hours listened to on Spotify. 450,000 tweets. 46,000 Instagram posts, 342,000 apps downloaded in a minute. 16 million text messages, 3.5 million Google searches, 70,000 hours of Netflix are watched in a minute. Do the math on that one. 15,000 GFI sent, 120 new LinkedIn accounts created in a minute, almost 1 million Tinder swipes in a minute, 900,000 Facebook logs on, 50 voice first devices shipped by Amazon, and 156 million emails sent in a minute. That book from 1934, written 14 years before the invention of the TV, understands what we're going through today? I don't think so. I think it's time we move on from a 20th century solution in our world of 21st century issues, right? He created a Bible to get people to stop, but he never taught them how to get over things. He never taught them how to recover. And that's what we're going to do differently here, right? I think of my grandfather. All his jokes were about horses. Look where the horse bit me. Look where the horse this. Look at the horse did that. You know, the joke doesn't work today because nobody can relate to horses. Nobody, but very few people today, as opposed to back in 1905, right? Just like his grandfather was probably making the same joke about a dinosaur. Meant nothing to him, so he changed dinosaur to horse. I got to change it to neighbor's dog or something to make the joke work. Let's move into the 21st century with some success.